Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Military Mayday. We're pointing out a few pieces on the chessboard. Got a pretty nice sized piece here we need to point at and look into. British military drawing up plans for 500,000 strong citizen army as top general warns UK stumbling into war. And this goes along with this Fox article. British military chief urges need for citizen army as Sweden's defense chief warns there could be war. Now, we can't read this one. I don't really want to join because I'll just get pummeled with fucking shit all the time and I just don't want to deal with it. There is a video we might watch. I'm kind of burned through this already, and first of all, he's not offering to rearm any of the citizens in any way. It just looks like it's some sort of a draft. And really, I mean, with the borders open there, all they're look like they're going to do is try to draft all the whites and leave all the elderly and women over there for the border invaders is what I'm thinking. Just others will just die on the battlefield, but it looks kind of raw. Let's get into it here. First, though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. But with as many immigrants as they've got over there, I'd be rounding them up, putting them on the fucking battlefield. I guess what I'm trying to say. All right, let's do this here. General Sir Patrick Sanders, Chief of the General Staff, said in a speech on Wednesday that civilians need training and equipping if British goes to war. Sir Patrick has suggested the Army should have a larger army of 120,000 within 3 years, which should include regular soldiers, reserves, and former military personnel who could be called upon at the Times reports. But this would not be enough to win a war, he stressed, which are started by armies and won by civilians. Started by armies? I think it's governments. He urged the government to start thinking about how it would mobilize the nation in the event of breaking out. Around 500,000 people in total would be needed, according to his estimations. We need an army designed to expand rapidly to enable the first echelon resource and second, and train and equip citizens' army that must follow. He went on, we cannot afford to make the same mistake today. We will not be immune, and as pre-war generation, we must similarly prepare. This is the whole of a nation undertaking. Ukraine brutally illustrates that regular army starts wars, citizen armies with them. Win them. Yeah, I don't think that they're really winning them, but we've been here before, and workforce alone does not create capability. The general's comments have sparked a debate about whether conscription could ever be brought into force in the UK. Yeah, you want a voluntary army. That's really what you want to push. If you can't rally enough people to your army, then you must be treating your fucking people like shit. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak was forced to bat down any suggestion this would happen. When asked about Mr. Sunak could rule out the conscription in future circumstances, his official spokesperson insisted the service would remain voluntary moving forward. There is no suggestion of that. The government has no intention to follow through with that. The British military has a proud tradition of being a voluntary force. There are no plans to change that. He added that hypothetical scenarios being presented over future conflicts were not helpful. Meanwhile, war hero McBean who lost an arm and a leg in Afghanistan, has said Brits would need to be dragged kicking and screaming if called to fight against Russia. Conscription was labeled as stupid by McBean, who served in the Royal Marines. It's not the same as back in the day. People aren't as patriotic. Well, yeah, that's right, because first of all, a lot of the people are being forced to deal with all that immigration problem, and they're just being kicked to the curb. Well, there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on with that. The violence over there, man. I mean, in Europe, no wonder. I mean, the people aren't joining to fight. They're leaving the countries. Probably not going to watch this. Chief urges citizens army and Sweden's defense chief warns there could be war. Yeah, it's all build up, and we're not ready for any kind of major anything yet. Like I said, it'll be end of this year, first of next year before you really start seeing some worrisome shit. Till then, just try to be prepared and ready. Like, subscribe, toodaloo.